opening it. Huh. Why? Read what? This thing on the floor? How am I supposed to read that? It's so tiny. Don't even know how to read it. I can't read someone. Oh. Huh. Wait, we need an app. Okay. I'm going back up. I need a certain. I need a towel. Am I getting any certain? I need a type of towel. Help me. Is it yours? Is it yours? What am I giving a money for killing me? I'm giving money.
It's okay, man. You'll get one.
It's gonna take forever though. What? Did you get any yourself? What? Bro. I didn't even shoot my laser cannon. It's randomly shot. Okay. No, I'm not saying it's you, I'm just saying okay because of the thing that I got. I mean, did you actually do that? Okay, I don't care. I'm going back to that place real quick. Even though I only have a laser cannon, that's my weapon out over here. Laser cannons are good. That's why I don't care. But pull up off my tail. Don't. That's well. We might want to get off the glass. You never know. What can we open? Oh, we can. We can open the chest. Yep, got something. The deer. Get this deer off of my tail.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals wideout. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Cardinals able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is T. Higgins. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jalen Hurts. Part of a big game for him, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. The Colts get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
We're on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's another Detroit Lions. First down.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Dances by him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Detroit Lions.
Here we go. Let's go.
First down.
Pass the 60. Pass the
First
60.
and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 9 carries, 67 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on. Second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Walker. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Complete to Addison on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost really struggling to find answers.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second and short now following the fumble.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey!
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Bronco 80.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go. Let go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Cowboy.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Set up. Cougar 19.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the middle, here's Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Walker is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he loses the football the second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
On the jump.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
At the 17.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready?
Now they show jet sweep it instead and run up the middle here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins in Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals wideout. He was absolutely electric. This one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Cardinals use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Jalen Hurts. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the running back. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. The Ravens are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Seahawks.
Straight ahead, Walker. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hand off here to Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show. And now it's 3rd and 16. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
It drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's got it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a run with Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Walker with another throw.
And now the scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So now the Lions down by 10, 2:24 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Addison.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 as the 34.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
On the ball now. On the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw inside complete. That's Lindsey. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 43 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-snap.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 28.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a three-point game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire